Good morning, Kendley. How are you today? Happy New Year. I want you to know that I was able to stay awake until midnight and ring in the new year. I'm very proud of myself for staying awake until midnight. And as I'm out here on this beautiful day, it is really lovely and it's actually warm today. It's warm today in Florida, so it's really nice. Great way to begin 2021. I'm going to talk to us out here about our journal assignment this week in the haunt. Now I'm going to send us to section 6 of the journal. And we're going to do a really cool writing activity this week, okay? Great way to kick off the year. Are you ready? We are going to write a letter to someone, a letter of encouragement, or we're going to write a letter to somebody who has inspired us. All right, this is super fun, a great way to start the year. So now, even though we're in the journal, we're going to write it in letter format. Okay, like a friendly letter. So we're going to say, Dear Blank. So I would pick somebody, and this is where it's going to be really tough because we know a lot of people. So we're either going to pick somebody to encourage. Maybe they're having a hard time. They've gone through a rough patch. Maybe 2020 was kind of hard on your person. So we want to build them up. Okay, lift them up, encourage them, let them know that we're there for them. Okay, and we would give 3 paragraphs, 3 ways that we could be an encouragement to that person. Or we could pick somebody who has inspired us, and we want to let them know that too. Okay, we want to let others know how awesome they are this year. That's what we want to do. That's my goal for the haunt. So we could think of somebody who has inspired us, who's always there for us, who's really helped us out when we've needed it. And same thing with that one. We want to have 3 reasons. So once we pick our person, I'm going to say, Dear Blank, Happy New Year. Okay, we want to start off by saying Happy New Year. And then we want to tell them either that they've inspired us or that we want to encourage them. So I have like a lot of people. So I would narrow it down to one person. So I'm going to pick a teacher at my school, Mrs. Cobb. Okay, and I'm going to encourage her. Right, she's a 5th grade teacher and she's new to school and she's kind of had a hard year. She's been struggling. So I want to encourage her and build her up. So I'd say, Dear Mrs. Cobb, Happy New Year. I want to let you know that I'm here to encourage you. Okay? And my 3 reasons would be she's a great teacher. And I want to encourage her with technology. And then my 3rd reason would be personal. I really want her to know that it's not just saying hello and goodbye at school every day. I want to be there for her this year. So I would leave something personal for her at the end. So that would be my 3 reasons. Now, inside of our reasons, Kendley, we need to give examples. We need to use everything that we've learned in the haunt and put it all together right here. Because it's not just for me to read. It's going to go to somebody else, and we want it to look amazing. Now, I'm going to explain that part in a second. But inside of our reasons, we want to have details and examples. So when I say, Mrs. Cobb, you've been a great teacher, that's not enough. I need to give examples of how she's been a great teacher. Okay, so I would say, even though you don't think you're doing a good job, Mrs. Cobb, you are. Okay, and I would talk about all the amazing hands-on crafts and activities that she does in her classroom that her boys and girls love. Because my son is in her classroom and he talks about it all the time. So I could encourage her by letting her know that the boys and girls love her activities and they're really learning. Okay, and so I would describe that up in great detail. When I talk to her about technology, I want to encourage her. Okay, she's nervous about using technology. So I'd say, Mrs. Cobb, you're doing a great job. She's got her smart board. It's like a big computer on the wall that she uses every day. But I want to encourage her to go a little bit deeper with technology and let her know that I'm going to be there to help her. Okay, Kendley? And I would say something like, Mrs. Cobb, you're doing a great job with technology, and I'm going to come over and help you. Okay, I'm going to come and help you. I'll come before school or after school, and we'll get the iPads out, and we'll plan some cool activities for your boys and girls to do. So I want to let her know that even though she's nervous, she's not alone. I'm going to help her. I'm going to be right there to help her. Okay, and that would make her feel great. And then our last paragraph, we want to make it personal. Okay, she's not just a teacher. Okay, she's my friend. So I want to encourage her by letting her know that I'm always going to be there for her. Okay, now, one thing that I'd like to do, because I only see her at school, I would like to invite her over to my house, because my house is right here. Are you ready? That's my house. So I could invite her over to my house and we could have dinner together. And my son is in her class, so he could even help with the cooking. So I think that would be a really fun way to encourage her and make it personal and let her know that she's not just a teacher, she's my friend. She's my friend. That's my goal for 2021, is to be more personal and make that personal connection. So I would wrap it all up with lots of details and examples. I would try and put an anecdote in there too, Kendley. This is a really good way to put a specific example of a time when somebody's inspired us or when we can be an encouragement to others. This would be a good spot to add an anecdote. And then I would summarize it at the end. I would say, I want you to have a great day, and I'll be talking to you soon. You know, I always say that. That's my little catchphrase. And I'd say, Mrs. Walker, or sincerely, Mrs. Walker. I should probably put that since it's a letter. So I would say, sincerely, Mrs. Walker. Now, here's the part I want you to think of, and you don't have to do this, but a lot of people like to do it with this assignment. Since I am writing to Mrs. Cobb, and she does work in my classroom, and she needs a bit of encouragement, I'm going to send this to her so that when she returns to school, she can open up her email and read this really nice, encouraging email from me. So even though it's in Boom Writer, you can copy and paste it and put it in email form and send it to your person. Okay? Or we can handwrite it. That's always nice too. So I am going to send my letter of encouragement to Mrs. Cobb. I really think she could use it. I think it would just make her day to let her know she's not alone and that somebody's thinking of her and supporting her and being a good friend to her. So I want you to do the same thing this week. I want you to be thinking, and I know that we've got a lot of people that are just popping into our mind. I want you to narrow it down to somebody who either needs encouragement or somebody who has inspired us. I want you to go into section 6 of the journal and write a letter to that person with lots of details and examples. Okay? I'd like you to try and stick an anecdote in there. This is a really, really good one to add a personal story in there about that person and your connection to them. And then you decide. It's not a requirement to send it to the person, but it is a really nice thing to do at this time of year. So I'll let you decide. So I can't wait to read your awesome journal. I want you to have a wonderful, awesome, super great new year. And I'll be talking to you really, really soon, okay? I also wanted to let you know that on January 6th, we're going to do that check presentation, okay? Because remember, we tried to do it before, but it didn't work out. But we're going to be back at school. Yay! You know I love school. We're going to be back at school next week. And on January 6th, I'm going to do the check presentation at 9 a.m., okay? I teach chapel that day, so I'm going to do the chapel lesson at 9 a.m., and that's when we're going to present the check, okay? And I'll be sure to take pictures so you can see the boys and the girls and the kindness squad delivering that check. And I also wanted to let you know that I'm already busy thinking of the next activity that I want to do for the kindness squad, okay? Because we're still going to work together, Kendley. Okay, your family and my family. Okay, that's what we're going to do in 2021. We're going to continue to work together to help people, which is so wonderful and just fills my heart with joy. So I am going to finally stop talking and send this video to you. And I can't wait to see what you're going to write about, okay? I will be sending you an email with some cool photos of the check presentation this week, okay? Have a great day and a great week. And I'll be talking to you soon. Bye, Kendley. I love you.